Hello. I thought it would be kind of neat if I pulled some comic books that I recently purchased from my shelf and we could just take a look at them and wrap and rip off them and stuff like that. As you can see, my backdrop is this really boss collection of Marvel Legends figures. Which is kind of like, when you go to you see a talk show, they'll have like a bookcase full of like fake, sets of encyclopedias and stuff like that. I have Marvel Legends figures, that pretty much tells you the tone of my show. I've officially become not smart enough for this book. Not saying it's not a good book, but I think I've officially become not smart enough to fully appreciate it. So I'm told that if I read this next to the original Omega the Unknown series, it will, I will become smarter about the book. But right now, I'm feeling kind of. Look, I'm Superman Prime. I'm going to destroy your world. So, the latest issue of Supergirl, number 23, not bad. It's got a new creative team, again. But it's, not terrible, but I don't know where this book is going. And you really gotta kind of get with the program and figure out, where is this book going? Who is Supergirl? What's the tone of this book? Everything. Because this issue is just like one big sort of like, I got up, I brushed my teeth, I saved the world, I took off my slippers, and I went to bed. So you really kind of need to figure out what's going on and, stick with it. Continuity. I don't mean continuity in terms of like Countdown, Infinite Crisis continuity, but I mean just continuity from issue to issue. Like, you kind of know what's going on. That'd really help. But what's cool about Supergirl number 23 is that if you see here, it has goddamn Batman in it. I don't know if you can see this, but he has stubble, and he's kind of has a maniacal look. He's basically peeping at Supergirl via her fire escape, leaving her weird presence. It's got goddamn Batman all over it. So that was kind of an interesting little treat. Batman's sort of like your creepy uncle that you just would prefer to just talk on the phone with maybe every once in a while for Thanksgiving or something, but not really, driving, like a 10-hour trip to Pittsburgh with or anything like that in the same car. I am Superman. I'm going to tear off your arm. Ha 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 ha. Who dies in the last issue of Heroes for Hire? Well, it's pretty much, if you've been following the book, who you expect was going to die. And, it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm rather bloodthirsty, so I'm kind of like, kill off, some main character and go, oh my god, I can't believe they did that. But they didn't. But it was an okay ending. And, kind of looking forward to seeing, Shang-Chi move on to bigger and better things. But, not bad. Earlier I did a video review of Titan Z Special number 1. And since that time, I really sat down and gave the book another look and really thought about it. And I still hate it. Is the light glare bothering you? It's bothering me, and I'm really thinking it might be time to invest in a pair of curtains. Okay, here's a cute in joke. Okay, this is Quantum and Woody number 3 from Acclaim Comics. Came out about 10 years ago, I guess, or something. If you look carefully on the cover, by the spine, there is a box of bullets. Let's see if I can if you can really see it, but there's a box of bullets, and the bullets, they're called Valerie 38 caliber cartridges. That's named after me. It's pretty. So Wolverine has shown up finally in the pages of Penance Relentless number 3. And, I was sort of waiting, like, which mainstream character would show up first, be Ghost Rider, Punisher, Captain America's dead, but Iron Man's another big one that's appearing everywhere, but it's got to be some some sort of like mainstream, popular Marvel character to kind of boost this book a little bit. But it's apparently Wolverine, and he gets apparently kind of how do you pronounce it? Like a pwned. He gets pwned. You see, pwned, just totally pwned. It's really hard for me to criticize Death of the New Gods because, you sort of have one of the titans of comics, Jim Starlin, working on it. And, every time I'll see a little something, I'll be like, Jim Starlin's working on it. I'll be like, it's okay. But there's one thing I'd like to point out that always gives me a chuckle, though I'm not supposed to be chuckling because it's really sad, but I'm chuckling. Is that, as you can see here, the Justice League, they're all hanging out in Mr. Miracle's kitchen because, spoiler alert, Bart has been killed. And as you can see here, there's an outline on the floor where it's a chalk outline or some sort of mystical outline where Barta fell. And so it's kind of like a real crime scene. And you see they even did an outline of her little antennas on her headdress. And that's not really funny, but every time I look at it, I find it really funny. So I kind of find it kind of funny, but it's really not. It's kind of like a Naked Gun moment that only I can appreciate, and maybe I'm being a jerk about it. I don't know. So everyone's been asking me what did I think of the last issue of World War Hulk of the miniseries, issue number 5, the last issue. And I gotta say is that I think the miniseries kind of held a very high level of energy throughout. Like every issue is just like this, like drinking 5 cans of Red Bull with, like a Krispy Kreme chaser. I mean, it's just like intense. So I couldn't see how there would actually be a climax to the miniseries because every issue is like a climax. So I liked the last issue. I felt that the Illuminati legion of know-it-all superheroes were kind of left off the hook about the whole killing Hulk's wife and child thing. Spoiler alert. Oh, did I spoil it? Sorry. But yeah, I think they're kind of left off the hook, but I thought it was necessary to do so because you can't have like your main, you can't have your main characters that are the bread and butter of your company, your real heroes, be baby killers. You can't do it. It's fun for a little while, like we're like, ooh, let's make believe they're all baby killers and bad people and conservatives and blah blah blah. But in the end, you really got to go back. Which I assume is going to happen with, it's happening with Iron Man and everything. So, they were kind of left off the hook, and, a lot of stuff went down, and a lot of stuff has been set up. And, excuse me, I think I know it's going to go, but we'll just have to wait and see. I guess, like, the new book is in Hulk #1, or Incredible Hulk #1, and then the other Hulk series is going to have Hercules and Amadeus Cho, sort of like, hard-traveling heroes, which... let me grab the other book here. Let's see, it's Incredible Hulk, number 111. Not my favoriteest issue of the series. It was sort of like the World War Hulk number 5 really covered all the bases. So, I mean, the really big thing you get out of this issue is, Herc and Amadeus Cho, hard-traveling heroes, on the road again. Kermit and Fozzie, in the car, singing their song, going to Hollywood, So, like, those, like, really good graphic novels that, like, your friends will, like, always recommend to you and go, oh my god, have you read this yet? No? Oh my god, you should totally read that. You know the ones, right? So, Shooting War from, what is it? Grand Central Publishing is a really great graphic novel that you definitely should check out. It's written by Anthony... I hope I'm pronouncing this right. LaPay? If not, sorry. And Dan Goldman does the art. And it's a really nice book, and you should buy it. And I'm not just saying that because I'm friends with Dan Goldman, which I am. But it's still pretty good. I mean, just look at this book here. I mean, this book is just freaking gorgeous. This is a really awesome book. And you know, what the hell? You know, if you're gonna be buying stuff that like I'm recommending, would you please buy Friends of Lulu's The Girl's Guide to Guy Stuff? This is a really, and I mean this, I bought this book before I became president of Friends of Lulu. Okay, so it's really solid. I'm telling you, this is a really good book. With a lot of really great artists. It's an anthology, and it's got something for everyone. And you know, at $14.95, I mean, this is quite the deal. And you know, you just can go to what's the name of our URL again? www.friends-lulu, .org, and there's like a PayPal button, and you just like buy it, and then you feel really good. You're supporting us, and you're reading great stuff, and it's just really awesome, and you totally should do it.